Good morning. How is everybody out there? Hopefully you're not feeling the allergies like we are this morning.
Allergies.
Yeah. Some days you just feel it more than others, you know. It's Sonia and Matt. We're coming to you from Lake Erie.
On the beach.
Yep.
Near the beach.
Never looked at what the temperature is today, but
it's cool. It's cool outside. Oh, I put a lot of
well, that's cute.
stones out of here today. This is day 5 of our Tumblr experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice, but I just don't think our little baby one.
But could it be nicer?
It could. Our
So we're
baby.
using one that we found thrifting, and we're giving it a shot to see what it amounts to. It says what? It's set up to 7 days to let it go for. We're on day 5 right now, so we're watching to see how they turn out.
Still just, it just ain't there, right?
Excuse me.
It's just,
They're
still a bit cloudy. I want it, I don't need it shiny, but I do need it kind of. Now,
Excuse
this
me.
one, this nice agate here, that's a nice deep blue agate. It just ain't getting any shinier.
Oh yeah, he's got that spot on him. Do you see that? That's so cool how he has that like.
And this is a
spot right here.
deep blue green agate too, and it still looks just a little bit
What?
cloudy, right?
Okay.
So
So we're going for more polished. Are you going to finish these off with a waxer of some sort to keep them or something?
Yeah, you could, but you know, the idea is you want them to be like. Now these, like this one,
Yeah.
I pulled this one out because it was already perfectly shaped.
Okay.
So it's kind of.
You find them cool as well.
But it just ain't getting that velvety, sweet, smooth.
Here you go.
Shiny, glossy. You know. So,
yeah, I see what you're saying. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, like this.
I like the glossy rocks too. Say good morning as you're popping on today. Today there may be mermaids.
So speaking of mermaids, here's some blue stones if you want. These are
Pulls down a little bit right here. What are you doing over there?
dropping stuff and spraying.
I swear I had one more of these as well. But
that's right. Cover your ears if you got kids.
Some hand painted mermaid pendants. And so I think that's what I'm going to work with today. So I have 3 of the mermaid and they've got a gold backing on them. And then we have 2 of the moons. La Luna, we love the moon. Tell me if you love these as well. And I thought, you know what, these would be the perfect pendants. Yeah, so I'm gonna put a piece of beach glass with each of them, and yeah, I might do some colored. We'll see what we find here. How's everybody out there today doing? Ooh, that's a nice piece of, this is what I call the root beer glass, okay? Now, if it was wet, you'd really see it, but this is just naturally tumbled from the ocean. But when it gets wet, it literally looks this beautiful amber color. But it's also, if you held it up in the light, you can see through it. It's hard to show it on camera, but it has this beautiful, beautiful amber color to it. It's gorgeous. So we're going to go with that one. Pick a few more. Could I match up some green? Maybe the green would be good too, right? The green and the blue. All right. This is a nice size for wrapping. Has anybody out there been trying their hand at wrapping? That looks like a gummy bear. That looks like a gummy bear. I love the candy. All right, I got a white piece. Let's see. What else? So it's Tuesday morning. This looks like a little gnome hat. Look, what is up, Nomi? So I'll put that one there as a possibility as well. Went out picking beach glass last night. Actually found some really good stuff. So I keep adding. And I love it when I find pieces that are just ready to be wrapped. By the way, I finished off my vials yesterday. Did you see them? This is the one I kept for myself right here. It is full of all the beach glass. It's beautiful. I also put up some of my extras. These are all stainless steel with a stainless steel chain. So they're very beautiful. They are glass, bear in mind, but you unscrew the top. I've been putting the small pieces of beach glass in mine. I made 3 yesterday, put them up online. 1 is sold, so there's 2 left if you want to go check them out. And they have a variety of beach glass. You'll find me, everything is opposite right here, sfb.com. But yeah, so these are here on my site if you want to grab one to make something special. Maybe you want to get out and you want to do a little rock collecting. You can put sand in there like we were talking about yesterday. You can also put dried flowers. I was really thinking about how cool it would be to do like some lavender and rose, crushed rose petals. But basically you unscrew the top and it's a little opening. So if you're doing small particle things, you just have to make sure they're small enough to fit through there. But I have them filled. Two is left that's filled. And then I put up some of the clear blank ones, right? Hello, Michelle says hello all the way from South Africa. We love your chats. Good morning, Michelle.
Oh, what part? What part of South Africa?
Matt says what? What part?
Yes.
And by the way, I also want to know what time it is. What time is it in South Africa?
I think they're 6 or 7. You know?
That's so cool. I love it. I love it how
It depends on
another,
what part they're at.
another root beer piece right here. We're gonna put that one there. And then I just need one more. All right, who wants adopted?
I do.
Come over, let me wrap you in wire. Oh, this is a cool shell. I'm gonna do some drilling as well.
Okay, why did I just click on my notification? It says help
This
is
is-
available if you need emotional support.
Do you need
Is it
help?
really that obvious?
Do you need help, Matt?
Yeah.
This is a nice piece too. Look at this beautiful one. Wow, she's beautiful.
See this?
It's definitely a bigger piece.
When in
That's a
doubt,
possibility.
when in
Let's
doubt,
see.
cheat.
What'd you do? How did you cheat?
Here, see, that's the one. Yep.
These morning chats are really like, if you ever watched Ernie and Bert, they're like, would you like to see my paperclip collection?
Ah.
Except it's rocks. Those are nice. What do you put on them? See, I like
Did you smell?
No.
I put a little cooking spray in it.
Oh, a little oil? Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Oil.
Right. So this is a nice little round one as well.
Why
You
is
definitely
this
wrap
not
this one.
shiny?
I'll look for one more.
There you are.
I will tell you, the easiest things to wrap are things that are not necessarily round, but have weird shapes. Because your wire hangs on better. Yes. Oh boy, you can probably pronounce it better than I can. It's 4 p.m. there. So Michelle's on YouTube. KWAZU.
Quasiland?
Yeah, KWAZULU-NATAL.
Oh.
What is that? KwaZulu-Natal? KwaZulu-Natal?
Yeah.
Did I say that right, Michelle?
I'm familiar with Johannesburg and Cape
Sounds
Town.
beautiful.
Been to both of them. And I wasn't too far from where you were at, but we go to the game preserves. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Is the weather nice down there today?
Oh,
So I'm
sure.
gonna
South Africa is
experiment
beautiful.
today. Yeah, I've seen nothing but beautiful pictures.
Very cold water.
Just gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. That is so cool.
Yeah. Thank God I hadn't started surfing yet because great whites. Lots of great white sharks.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. They have the great white sharks that jump out of water in South Africa.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Okay. There are great whites where I'm from, but if you see one, it's more they're there, but you don't hear often talk of them, right? The water's colder where I'm from, but I could not tell you how many like killer whales I've seen that chase boats or
Yeah, I just saw 6 of them off of Bergia. Somebody posted.
yeah, they follow the boats. Oh, I've been out in boat and they come through and they actually go under the boat and come back up the other side. I'm an Atlantic, Canada Atlantic.
And they're not doing that because they like you.
Well, it's a little scary when you see the size of them, right? And they're black and white, so they show up so clear underneath the water. But the humpbacks are my favorite. Seeing the humpback whales jump. And what happens is, so where I'm from, it's the shape of a horseshoe. And so it's, and it's really pretty because the sunset is right in the very center of the horseshoe. But what happens is the fish come in and they follow the shore and they go around this horseshoe, and then the whales come in and to follow them, and the
Trapped.
whales go under. Yeah, they're trapped basically in this little horseshoe of a shape of along the bay, and the whales go underneath, and then they like open up their mouth and they like thrust their tail, and then they just come and they come right out of the water, and they're like literally there's water pouring out of their mouth, and fish are falling out of their mouth, and they're after those little fish, right? They chase them in. And some days, some literally times, there's days that they'll stay in that little, and they'll just, you go to the wharf, to the edge of the water, and you can just see them putting off these beautiful shows. It's pretty amazing. And then don't get me started on the glaciers and the icebergs, because that's a whole other thing. So look at this. I think what I'm going to do is, because all of these, remember, we have the moon, we have the mermaid we're working with today. We're going to pair it with beach glass. They have these gold backing. And I'm going to put a warmer toned versus using something colder tone like a metal, like a silver. So we're going to use that. All right. What did I do with my did you see the glass of my stuff?
I
There
ate
it
it.
is. It's on the other side of me. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh, Michelle. Oh, she says, yes, you said it right. You should come down here. Here we always have warm weather. Even winter days are wonderful.
Yeah.
We also have warmer weather than Cape Town. And that's where you are
Yeah.
there, right?
Cape Town, yeah. Cape Town's beautiful.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
We'll go see our buddy Carl.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So we sell gemstones here at the shop, and we go across the country to source them. We do not get them shipped in here, and we go and we actually develop relationships with people, so we know what we're getting is authentic and not fake. And Carl is he from
He's from Cape Town.
Cape Town?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So my other friends that I grew up with, the Terrans,
You see them every year.
they're from Johannesburg.
Yeah.
So
Let's see
they
them in
have.
Johannesburg. Yeah.
Hey, Lisa. So the Terrans, they
Morning, Lisa.
they had hotels in Johannesburg and in different parts of the country. So I grew up very close friends. They were very close friends of my family. So when I went, that's how I went to South Africa. So the first time I went to Cape Town when I was a young Marine, and I was just
You're a young
amazed by how
lad.
nice it was. Here,
Yeah.
please.
That's so cool.
I demand your attention.
Okay, let me see your rock collection.
Yeah, these
Let
are
me
these
see
blue.
your rock collection.
These are these blue stones. If you want to hold them in your hands. Now.
The Erie blue?
Yeah, Erie blue stones. Now move them around. Now flip them around.
Okay, so here they
See,
are.
the one flipped over.
I like
Can't
that
see
middle
the
one.
back side. Yeah,
This
but
one here? Oh,
the
he's
top
smooth. The top one. This one's nice. You
Yeah,
see how
flip
blue
them,
that
flip them
one
over.
is? Oh, I like that.
Actually,
Flip them
here.
over.
See. No, see.
Like this guy at the end?
No, it's the one right in the middle. You keep rolling them around. He's neat too because you can see
There you
he's
go.
really deep blue.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see him? He's blueberry blue. So this is the slag stone. Here you go.
Yeah.
And actually, here's a big piece of it that we found. How amazing. So yeah, it's the slag stone that is it's from just basically waste of
the industrial plants from 100 years ago, kind of like these
and it's all this
big pieces of just metal nuggets.
I'm gonna claim that came from shipwreck. It looks like the side of a boat. Okay. It looks like
this one. This is what kind of started it on us. So if you see this here, it looks like, I mean, it literally looks like turquoise. I'm still convinced this might be turquoise.
yeah, you never know. Here's my little wrap piece of
yeah, we found this piece and we were looking, trying to figure out, this looks like turquoise. And then we found out about bluestone in the Great Lakes. The most famous are called Leland Blues out of Leland, Michigan, which is a little fishing village.
Love that.
On the tip of the
Very rustic.
lower peninsula of Michigan.
Right.
And they have a fishing village there, but their bluestones are bright, bright. They look like the Swedish blues or Bergschlotten.
Matt found a big piece of porcelain last night. I left it in the front seat of the car. I need to, or by the floor of the car. I need to take it out.
Yeah.
I'll probably use it for my
See?
staging of my. Nobody's gonna wear it. Like it looks like a giant Rubik's cube.
Oh,
Like
men love Buc-ee's.
you'd like be bent over like this.
Yes, we do.
You saw that, huh?
It's the jerky counter. It's the 27 feet of jerky and the 10 feet of different kolaches.
If you
How many
don't know,
kolaches did I have the last
Buc-ee's
time?
is I think it's considered the largest
It's
gas
the-
station in the
yep,
right
in the world.
in the
Yep.
world.
Yep.
And I can't even remember how many hundreds of pumps they have. But it's beyond. You stop for gas and it is like an amusement park, okay?
Yes.
For adults because it's all the munchies, all the food,
Yep.
the bakery counter, the
Their
jerky
brisket.
counter.
Oh my God, their brisket's amazing.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they have a 27-foot jerky counter.
Yep.
Basically, if it runs, crawls, or swims, they make jerky out of it. And then the kolache counter too.
Yeah. That
So
was
kolaches,
so good.
it's funny. Kolaches are big in Texas, and they're like a kind of like if you're familiar with pepperoni rolls or pepperoni balls, if you're in Erie.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. Only they stuff it with all kinds of stuff, sweet stuff, savory stuff. I forget how many different kinds I had the last time I was there.
Right.
I had ones that just had sausages, like whole sausages stuffed in them. I'm like, ah.
Love it.
So,
We
yeah.
used to go through and buy bags of it, and we always buy our ceremonial
Yeah,
Bucky
Bucky
shirt.
shirts. Yeah, half of our wardrobe is Bucky.
You know, one of the last times I went into Bucky's,
Mhm.
because we've been doing Bucky shirts for a while, I happened to be wearing a Bucky shirt when I went into Bucky's, and it's a tie-dye one that I've had forever and a day. And as soon as I walked in, one of the employees behind the counter goes, "Vintage Bucky's! I love it!"
Yeah,
I'm like,
I had that too.
"Oh, yeah,
Yeah, when I
I've been
wore
wearing this shirt for years."
when I wore one of them in, somebody said,
So
That's a 2019 Bucky's Halloween. Where'd you get that?"
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the boo one that you wear. Yeah, the Halloween style one.
I got a couple of
So I'm
those.
convinced that we probably are we are in possession of vintage Bucky's
Yeah.
wear.
Well, there's somebody that who was it that they have a store
Yeah.
and all they do is resell Bucky stuff like the Bucky nugget, the beaver nuggets, like the
Yes.
food and stuff.
I'm all about that.
Did they go on? I still don't think Bucky's went online. So this person made a cottage industry of just going and buying Bucky stuff and then reselling it for more money.
Let's see how those.
Isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
Yeah,
that is
nuts,
wild.
right?
Yeah. But you know what? People love their Bucky stuff, so it makes total sense.
Yeah, they're building one. They're building one. They finally building one. I wouldn't say it's close, but now I don't have to go to Texas, Florida, Tennessee, or Missouri.
Magic beans.
They're building one in Cincinnati. So, and we also saw there's a imitation. There's a great value Bucky's too, and it's called Rudy's. Where was that? St. Louis? It's in Missouri. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember where
it's
that
in
was.
Missouri. Yeah. So it has a kangaroo instead of a beaver, and it's about 3/4 the size, but not quite the entire size.
I bought all of these spools of different colored chains. This would look real good. I know it would on these. I might have to experiment with this, but I need the measuring stick and everything. So right now we'll just keep this train moving. I'll put it on a black cord. Yeah, last time I was at Bucky's, I had the what's it called? The peach mango salsa. So good. Anybody else love salsa? I love black bean salsa. I love like pineapple salsas. Yeah, mango salsas, peach salsas.
Mm-hmm.
So good. All right, I'm gonna open that jump ring, or I dangle it separately. Maybe I'll dangle it separately. I think that would be really nice. And I do have this lovely little set because look at me go. I used to only have silver.
Good nuts.
I know, right? I used to only have silver. Need a few more of those silver jump rings. And as I grow, I'm like, now I need this color and this color because there's so many different colors of the metal. So, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and make a little jump ring on this guy. So last night I started watching I Am Celine. Matt's probably like, Oh God.
Was I asleep or
Yes,
were
lucky
you?
for you, you were.
Oh, I must have been out hard because I don't even remember anything.
Yeah, started watching. Anybody watching that documentary? It's on Prime. It's all about Celine Dion. I love a good documentary. And,
I am the greatest singer in all the world.
it's pretty good. I gotta tell you. Gotta tell you, it's really good. If you've seen it yet, you'll have to let me know.
Didn't she like marry her manager at 12?
Well, it's just starting to get into that part. I got the other half to watch tonight. What was his name? Renee, I think her husband's was. So yeah, it's all the different parts of her life. Really interesting, but she's got that stiff person syndrome. So her lungs work fine, but it's the muscles beyond her lungs that prevent her from really, really singing. So she was talking about that. It's she feels she lost her instrument, and it's just really interesting. She talks about following her voice wherever it would take her and whatever it could do. And anyhow, obviously she can't sing like she used to, so it's really sad. But it's an interesting look at her life. So look at that. We got a mermaid, and we got a little piece of beach glass. I
So
love
what
how
you're
rustic
telling me
this
is
is.
I should probably stop giving her the business.
Who are you talking about?
Celine Dion.
Giving her the business.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know how I pick.
You pick. Oh, giving her that. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good show. What's everybody else out there watching these days? So this is a documentary, and it says at the front that there is medical trauma involved. So it's a very serious documentary, because obviously she has this big medical issue right now that prevents her from being who she is and what she's known for. So, but once I'm done with that, then I need like a nice little comedy, because this is a heavy one. So you'll have to let me know if you're watching anything. Are you shaking the table?
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're gonna
I'm
think it's
polishing my stones.
You're polishing your stones.
Yes.
What do you? Okay.
Yes, I'm giving them a nice buff.
You keep at it, Fred. You keep at it.
Well,
like, what are you doing down there?
it's tragic that Celine is not able to sing, but she is worth almost $1 billion.
She's doing okay. Oh yeah, she takes you into this warehouse where apparently she's what looks like it's just her walk-in closet, basically, of all her wardrobe over the years. So like when you've seen her, she calls her outfits absolutely epic. So she doesn't wear them again. Like they they're known, and then she just basically puts them into this warehouse, and there's all kinds of closets. Like it looks like a museum. When you go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Except this is Celine Dion's personal wardrobe. It's quite wild. She loves shoes. She said that she says that she loves shoes so much that she will make her toes look like this to fit into them. So she says the shoes don't fit her. She will make her body fit the shoes. I thought that was really interesting, right? She loves shoes so much, and
people.
so when she goes
you're
in,
rich enough where you can have the shoes custom made.
I know, right? She says she goes into a store and she'll say, they'll say, well, what size are you? She'll say, no. What size are the shoes? Like she will come to the shoes side. So she says she will wear anything from size, I thought she said 6 to 9 last night, which is a pretty big range. You're fitting your toes in that, right?
That is not healthy.
Buffing your stones, Matt. Yes, he's excited. Because he's got a whole, we turned it off right now to go live. Look how pretty that is. This is the mermaid. By the way, I'm doing an art launch this week on my shop. Stay tuned. It'll be ready here in the next few days. And there may be mermaids. There may be mermaids.
Oh, please stop saying so.
I know, right? I just we're doing it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a stone launch.
Man, okay. I like that.
My stones aren't ready. They're not ready to be seen in public.
Maybe next week, Matt, we'll have a stone launch, okay?
No.
Yes.
All 10 of them.
He's selling his rock collection, all right?
I'll sit out on the side of the road with like a lemonade stand and be like,
Right.
buy my rocks.
I think people would buy your rocks. You got cool rocks. I hear the equipment out there, though. This morning started up. There's just big giant frogs. Erie has these frogs that are all around town since we moved in.
Oh, and fish. Don't forget
Oh,
fish.
and the fish too, and they're really cool. They're like giant. They're massive. They're like
They're not
bigger
real
than
frogs. Please set the caveat now.
right. They're like these cool. What are they made out of? I don't know.
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And they're giant, life size. Um, touristy
Human
spots.
size.
So they're bigger than human
Yeah,
size.
yeah.
I'm trying to think what they're like. They're giant.
They're about 8 foot tall.
And yeah, so there's one across the road from us, and they're out there with your equipment, and we're like, just bring that frog over here.
I want you to know the table is shaking. It's not from me.
Oh, really?
I actually think it's from the. I think it's from the construction across the road.
Okay. Ooh.
I told you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You guys hear that?
Yeah. I mean, it's shaking right now. I'm not even touching the table.
Big
Right?
equipment going on next door. I don't know what they're doing. They're enlarging their patio area.
I don't know. Maybe they're finally cleaning their grease traps and they need heavy equipment because they have fires every week.
I don't know. But we're kind of getting used to heavy equipment around here because they're doing this whole different,
So they're turning our road into the gateway.
yeah, gateway to the peninsula, which is
Excuse me.
really cool. You good? Are you good? Let me tighten it
Nope.
up. There we go. Sweet.
So we have this giant hotel and conference complex beside us that they're
Mhm.
going to tear down.
Yeah, it's been sitting empty for a while.
Since we moved in, it was
It's
still
really
open
sad.
when we first moved in,
Yeah.
and then they just
And then
went
it went
bankrupt.
away. Yeah.
They did what, an $8 million renovation
Big
of the
money.
rooms,
Yeah,
just
I
the
wish it was
rooms,
open.
and then they just couldn't recover from COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so sad. I see big buildings like that. Are you guys like that, where you see big buildings that are just sitting there and you're like, man, somebody could do something so amazing with that.
Yeah.
This one comes with a lot of debt, so it's being torn down. Right now, the police is using it.
As a national SWAT.
Yeah,
training.
they're doing training over there, which is really interesting how people still tried. We witnessed it. Walk over there like they're going to break in and maybe squat in
Yeah,
the
there's
place.
people come and squat
But
there.
literally, it is a live nest of.
They'll have people come and drop
police.
them off too. It's crazy.
Yeah. We've had to call a few times, like,
The reason they do it
come
is
check out.
we're right next to the beach and the amusement
Yeah.
park.
They get millions
Yeah.
of visitors annually.
Yeah, 4 million annually,
So
which is more in Yellowstone.
there's a lot of people coming through here, and so you see an abandoned hotel, and they're like, perfect.
Mhm.
Friend, you have fun with that, because when you open the door, the police are going to be on the other side. Yeah, you just ran right in to a live nest there, my friend. But I do enjoy having that police protection because of an abandoned building, and we're right next to it. So they keep an eye on stuff as we keep an eye on stuff. We have really nice neighbors here on the other side as well. Underdog Barbecue. They're terrific. If you ever come to visit us, make sure you plan to eat barbecue. They have all kinds of options. Even if you're, just do their mac and cheese or a salad or something. But oh my goodness. And they have poutine. Let's just talk about that for a minute. The Canadian in me is like, their poutine is so good. The gravy saturates the fries. The cheese melts amazing. So I do highly recommend that. Hello, Nan. My Nan's on here. Say hello. Say hi, Nan. What are you doing today, Nan? I saw you were sweeping the floors, helping mom out. So my parents have a museum and a tea room, which is actually that one's got to get ready to go out too. I thought that was a free cord, an available cord. They have a museum of all Outport, Newfoundland, where I'm from, artifacts, and they have a tea room. And they see a ton of tourists up there. They have been voted one of the top 50 places to eat in Canada for more years than I could tell you. My mom is the chef up there, and my dad actually just retired. So now, you'll find him there playing music. Nan, I've been seeing all the live music kitchen parties. And I won't lie, last night I was looking at ticket costs just to fly up, because I would prefer to drive, but it's so far away. It takes multiple days to get there. So from where I am now, I think it's something like somewhere around 25-hour drive to the edge of Canada, and then you have to take a ferry ride. That's another, depending, 7-8 hours across to the island that I'm from, and then from there it's about what, 3-4 hours down to the town. So it's quite a big stretch, and there are airports, but I don't like to fly. I just, if I can, so I've been holding off because I'm like, I'm just going to find a time that I can drive up. You guys know that we have our van, our motorhome van. So it's basically a tiny home on wheels. If you've watched our past videos, you know that. So I'm like, you know, ideally I'm traveling up with Matt, and we're doing the, you know, we're just taking our time and going up. But it just hasn't worked out timing wise to be able to do that with our shop here, and just with everything we've had going on. So I've been debating just jumping on a plane and going up myself and just visiting. I know the blueberries are going to be ripe, Nan, soon here at the end of summer. So, and picking blueberries is one of my favorite things. Ideally, if I can get up and pick blueberry stuff. Love it. Okay, here's another little root beer. I love this color. This is so pretty. Should I put him on a moon? Should I put him on a
Dogs are
moon?
finally awake.
Why not? The chihuahuas are up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny. They're sleeping later and later now the older they get. It's so funny. Dogs that sleep in.
Yeah, I've been waking up earlier and earlier. Not that I've been getting up and staying up, but I've been waking up like about 6:30 in the morning now.
I think that's because I've been falling asleep early. Because we've been going out and like,
I know, picking glass and stuff. Yeah.
So we're on the go. So we've been like this weekend. We were at the test screening on Friday night, and then we were at the art show on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we drove
We
back.
the shop.
Sunday we worked,
Yeah,
and then
don't
we
stop.
went out. It was a storm, so we went out and picked beach glass, and we're fighting the water. And then every night we go out and either try to pick glass or do something. And it's been really rough. So you have to climb over these big breakwaters and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is funny because some of those
It's an output of a lot of energy when you're on the beach and it's
well, the other night
swarming.
the breakwater was
Storming,
moving
moving.
these big
Isn't that pretty?
octagonal
Love
or
that.
hexagonal, probably 5-ton concrete blocks. It was knocking them around.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was
Yeah.
standing on one time. Remember that last week? And I'm like, this is moving. This is weird. I can feel the blocks beneath the beach.
This thing is like massive.
I watched a big tree get rolled over. It was pretty wild. All right, so this is kind of what they're looking like.
It was at the beach last night.
Yeah, it was still there. Can you see that? So there is a mermaid and glass, a moon and glass, another mermaid and glass right here. So I like that. I like that a lot. I feel like it pairs nicely. Okay, so I'm going to keep working on this. So that's what I'm up to right now. I'm going to continue to work on the series. Going to get the shop opened and get these ready to go out today. I will get your orders out. I had a bunch of orders come in last night. So I'm going to go work on that. And you know,
can go buff my rock.
Such is life. And Matt's over there taking care of his rock collection. Life is good.
Yep.
What can we say? I forgot that I did this one. I get this one out too. Life is good. It is Tuesday.
Yes.
Here we go. This is one that I did with the tree and the piece. So I might have to fix him up, get him ready for the big show and put him out in the shop. All right, friends, you have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining us for a little morning chat. Hopefully you had your coffee. If not, go get it. Magic Beans provides the energy. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.